Okay, welcome to the notes on Chapter 7, Section 5. We're going to add and subtract polynomials, okay? We've been working with polynomials and identifying them and talking about them as far as what degree and things like that, and now we're going to actually start doing some math with them. There's a couple different methods. I thoroughly don't care which method you choose, but I'm going to show you them both, and then you do whatever makes the most sense to you. Adding polynomials involves adding like terms. Terms are only like if they have the same exact variable and the same exact exponent. So if we were asked to add these two terms right here, you can do it two ways. You can do a horizontal method where you just work from left to right. Students will, I've seen students write them out in different colors just like the book does. I've seen students put like boxes around things that are the same and then just combine those. And then you come up with the correct term. Be careful with sign error. That's a real common mistake in these. I've also seen students do the vertical method. You could actually take these two polynomials right here and line them up vertically. When you line them up vertically, you really have to make sure that you pay attention to a couple things. The sign in between the two polynomials, and then the sign of each polynomial. So making sure that the 3 is positive, the 6x is positive, and this negative 4x squared stays negative. Then you just add vertically and you're good to go. If we are doing a problem like this, so example B, here we have y cubed, and then a constant. Here we have a y squared. There is no y squared component to that first trinomial, so the 4y squared just becomes part of the answer. And you can do that vertically or horizontally. I really don't care which way you do it. You just need to have one of those ways that you like the most. So if you could take a second, pause the video right here and do 1A and 1B. Go ahead and pause the video now. All right, you've unpaused. Here are the answers to 1A and 1B. 1A is 2x squared plus 3x plus 1. And 1B is negative y to the 4th plus 2y cubed minus y minus 4. Okay, so there's your answers. If you didn't get those, pause the video, go back and try them again, see if you get them. If you still don't get them, make sure you make note of it somewhere so we can go over them tomorrow in class. When we subtract polynomials, and we've talked about this a little bit, we have to understand that when we subtract this, it's the addition of a negative, and we've talked about this a couple times. So your best bet here is to just apply the distributive property to each one of these. It changes the sign, and then just do the addition, okay? Because when we subtract, what we have is we are subtracting this entire thing. So this should be minus 4x, minus negative 5, which makes it plus 5, and then minus 3x squared, so that makes that a negative. The big mistake here is sign. You can still do vertical method or horizontal method, but either way, when we subtract, we have to make sure we change the sign of each of the terms. You'll notice in part B, here we have a cube and here we have a square. They are not like terms, so we cannot combine those. So make sure you're paying attention to that also. Outside of that, these are the same as the problems we just did. I would suggest when doing these problems that you go through. It's not a bad idea the first couple times until you're used to it. Go ahead and rewrite. So I'll help you rewrite them. 2a would be 4x cubed minus 3x squared plus 6x minus 4. And then it's going to be plus 2x cubed minus x squared plus 2. And then down here for b, it would be 8y minus 10 plus 5y squared. And then again, I'm just distributing the negative sign. So it would be minus 7 plus y cubed minus 12y. Go ahead and pause the video right here. And from what we just set up, go ahead and simplify those. Combine the like terms and come up with your answer. Go ahead and pause the video now. All right, you've unpaused in this first one. So we have our cubes right there. So that's 6x cubed. This is 2a. 6x cubed. We have our squared terms right here. So that's minus 4x squared. We have our linear terms. We only have one linear term. It's right here. I already used circles. So that's just plus 6x. And then minus 4 plus 2 would be minus 2. So I've seen students do that, like use shapes around things so you don't use so you combine the right terms. For 2b, what we have on 2b is we have y cubed We have plus 5y squared. We have a minus 4y, and we have minus 17. If you didn't get those, try them again. If you still don't get them, make sure you make note of it so we can go over it tomorrow. A real world example is now we're just taking a word problem and we're applying polynomials to be an amount. So we can come up with an equation, and then once we have the equation, we're plugging in numbers. So we take this with cell phone sales and digital camera sales, and we combine those two polynomials. We come up with one polynomial that models them both, and then we plug in a number to a variable to solve for a situation. So if you look at number 3, don't be distracted by this. Don't worry about the stuff at the bottom right now. Use the information above to write an equation that represents the difference in the monthly sales of cell phones and the monthly sales of digital cameras. So the difference. So instead of adding them, we would subtract them. So we have cell phone sales and digital cameras. So right now we have, back up here. Cell phone sales is 7M plus 137, and then we're going to subtract 4M, and we're going to subtract 78. Okay, so that's our model. Go ahead from there, you pause the video and do the rest of the problem. Take that, simplify that, and then plug in 24 months. Go ahead and do that now. Pause the video and try that right now. You've unpaused. Hopefully when you combine them, you got 3M plus 59. So that's the difference. And then if we plug 24 in, that's 24 times 3 is 72, and 72 plus 59 is 131. Okay? That's the difference in monthly sales in 24 months. If you guys could do me a favor and try these problems right here, 1 through 9, make sure you're getting right answers. We'll take questions on those in class also. And that's it. See you guys next time. Bye.